I was further ahead of the cold that was coming from the north than I've been in any other year. I had the absolute brilliant idea of heading into the Rocky Mountains during the winter to a town called Estes Park.
All right, so the idea is to go into those mountains that now have snow caps on them. Get into Estes Park, which is in the Rocky Mountains, not too far up, but still pretty high up there, 7,500 feet, I believe. But get up in those mountains, hitchhike up there, check out the Stanley Motel, where Stephen King was inspired to write The Shining, and then get the hell off the mountain before the really cold weather hits in about 5 days or so. So wish me luck. We're going to the Rockies again. I just came back out last week when it came out, so let's do it again. Hopefully, safely. So wish me luck.
Have a call back for 86 and 2 seconds.
All right, so I'm out here in Loveland, Colorado. That's Highway 34 right there. It's gonna take me to Estes Park. I think I'm like 45 minutes away. I've never seen elk. That's the main objective of this whole side mission, side quest here, is to see some elk. Estes Park is supposed to be rampant with elk. Everywhere I've gone in the country that are elk prominent areas, elk have always eluded and escaped me getting a photo of them. This park ranger here is gonna give me a ride to Estes Park. He's heading up that way, so he's stopping, checking my ID now, make sure I'm not wanted for anything. He's gonna give me a ride up there. So last night fucking sucked. I tested my sleeping bag out before I came up in the Rocky Mountains here. I'm out in Estes Park, Colorado. And last night it was really high winds and snow. I got snow for like 2 hours. Didn't stick, thank goodness, but it was wet. But my sleeping bag zipper failed. You know, I tested it out right before I came up here. I went into a place called Horsetooth Reservoir by Fort Collins, not too high up in elevation, to test my cold weather stuff to make sure it was, you know, gonna hold up in the Rockies here. And the zipper straight broke. It broke right off. I tried fixing it and then it broke again and the zipper disappeared. Rest in peace, zipper. But yeah, straight up failed, no luck. But it was a cold night, long night. But by about 2 o'clock in the morning, the snow let up and I got some sleep. But man, you can't plan for things to break and fail like that. You know, that's why I got the setup I have. You know, I just, you know, have my hoodie on and the scarf and the hat, and I use my sleeping bag like a blanket with my Gore-Tex bivy here, and it all worked in the long run, but oof, a long night. But my objective now is to get the hell off these mountains before the mountains take me out. I enjoy being alive. I'm not trying to live forever, but tomorrow would be a good start. So I'm gonna try to get out of here probably in a couple days. Just go on, head back off the mountain, get back into the valley up by Loveland, Colorado. But we'll see what happens. But until then, stay tuned.
This is where the Stanley Hotel is. It's the inspiration for The Shining and the location for all the hotel scenes in one of my favorite movies, Dumb and Dumber. When I got back to the valley, I ended up dealing with the coldest winter I've ever traveled in, with a broken sleeping bag. I do feel it was worth it to see the beauty that is the valley surrounded by the Rocky Mountains, nestled in Estes Park. I mainly went there to test my abilities in the cold mountains during the winter, and, more importantly, to see elk. In all my travels, I've been to elk prominent areas 4.5 years, and I've never seen a majestic elk once, not one time. However, I did kinda see elk in Estes Park. The only elk I saw was the one in the elk burger I ordered, which I ordered mainly out of spite. While in Estes Park, I went looking for elk multiple days. On one of those days, there were people posting videos of large groups of elk in Estes Park in areas I already checked that day. I've given up on elk, for surely they have given up on me. As a consolation, however, a couple of deer walked up to me and did what I can only describe as a photo shoot I was able to get so close they almost knocked the tripod on my camera over. About a week later, I came down the Rocky Mountains and I headed south to Pueblo. There was a social media creator, and I use that term loosely here, that actually attacked the soup kitchen that's in Pueblo online, having his community leave scathing reviews and menacing phone calls. I used this petty drama and a moral act to promote the soup kitchen and came up with some of my best work to date. I want to play this segment for you all now. Please comment below what you think of it. Last weekend, I had the absolute pleasure of meeting with the people that run and volunteer at the Pueblo Community Soup Kitchen in Pueblo, Colorado. Now, before I lose y'all's attention, their website, which is pcsk.org, and that's where you can support them directly. Kathy, the person that runs the soup kitchen, told me that they're fine as far as food donations go, but could always use funds for overhead, replacing things that break, and to help with the outreach they provide in the area of Pueblo, Colorado. I first met with Kathy and the volunteers and got to hear about all the beautiful efforts to help those on the streets in Pueblo. They help them get documentation needed like IDs, birth certificates, social security cards, and things like that. But they also help with necessities like warm clothing, sleeping bags, tents, and even help people get employed when possible with the city. And of course, feeding people in the area. The Pueblo Community Soup Kitchen is open for 6 days a week and feeds hundreds of people a day. Looking at their numbers, I saw that each meal feeds over 100 people, sometimes well over that as well. I wish there were more places like the soup kitchen around the country. It is a beautiful example of philanthropy and is a staple of a community that cares for its unhoused neighbors. A lot of the volunteers are also people that needed the soup kitchen at one time or another and used the outreach available in their own determination to overcome their own struggles. Now they return the favor to the community that once helped them, which I just find beautiful within itself. In all my travels around the U.S. and all my interactions with unhoused people and outreach, cohabitation is the best course I've seen when it comes to the unhoused issue here in the U.S. And the Pueblo Community Soup Kitchen embodies that wholeheartedly, cohabitation. While at the soup kitchen, I got to speak with the representative for Project Apollo, which is based in Pueblo. In exchange for a gift card and a shower if needed at the local shelter, people can clean the downtown Pueblo area. And a good percentage of people who stick with the Project Apollo, they move on to work for the city of Pueblo itself. It's a beautiful and viable way to get people off the streets if they so choose. The compassion and humanity these people offer to those in need brings a tear to my eyes while writing the script. Immediately following meeting with the people that run and volunteer and eat at the soup kitchen, I headed south. I was heading down the I-25 going through Colorado. Things were getting colder. The sleeping bag zipper no longer worked. I had to move fast. But the mountain pass of Colorado and New Mexico had very different plans for me.
I gotta get the hell out of here. Today's weather isn't too bad, but tomorrow's gonna be snowing all day long, and only going into the 30s during the day, and I think going into the lower teens before the real feel at night. So just 3 hours from here is Santa Fe. Now Santa Fe got some beautiful weather, so I'm nothing to worry about once I get there, if I get there. I only got today, so I'm gonna eat real quick, and then I'm on the road sticking my thumb out, hoping to beat this bad weather. Because I'm not equipped for it at all. Wish me luck. I just ate shit on all that ice. It was a nice slip. I'll see you next fall. But obviously it's snowy and cold out here in New Mexico, so I'm gonna try to get my ass further south today, see where all I can get to, and then take it from there. Just gotta walk very carefully because it snowed out, and then it got into the negatives last night, and now it's starting to melt a little bit. So hopefully I don't fuck myself up. Chubby ninja. It was so cold last night, dude. So cold. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I don't know what it is. You'll never feel more alive than when you survive, single digits and crazy weather, whatever the case may be. In my case, last night, cold. You'll never wake up feeling more alive than when you survive some crazy shit. But beyond feeling exceptionally alive today, I'm also exceptionally tired, but I gotta get the hell out of here. I've been in this town for over a week. Tried to hitchhike out of here for 4 days, no luck. So I'm gonna go back to try it again. But if I don't get any luck today with the hitchhike, I'm probably gonna just grab an Amtrak or a Greyhound out of here or something. I don't know. I need to get the hell out of here. I got country to explore, and I'm sick of looking at the same exact thing every day. Losing my damn hobo mind. Oh, look, deer. 2.5 weeks. It took me 2.5 weeks of trying to hitchhike out of Raton, New Mexico to get out of there. With my mental health slipping by the minute, my friend's rail car, Rosie Art and Les Blackwell, came by to say hi. And then the conversations began to get the hell out of Raton, New Mexico. And they gave me a ride out. And we traveled together for about a week, went all the way through New Mexico into Arizona, and had a blast. I put rail car Rosie Art and Les Blackwell. So they're gonna give me a ride down to Las Vegas, New Mexico. I'm gonna get some photos of Les, some portraits. Something I should have already been working on as a skill. I'm not too good at it yet. Doing all this nature photography all the time. But I'm officially out of Raton. I hitchhiked out there for 8 days. Longest time ever trying to get a ride. No luck at all. So I'm out. I don't know where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's some horses.
Hi, horses.
Cute. But yeah, we are on the road, stopping to busk for a bit. Do all respective social media stuff. Then hit the road here in a bit. Stay tuned. While in Las Vegas, New Mexico, where No Country for Old Men was filmed, it was me trying to recreate the cigar scene of him walking through the motel. Me and Les started taking some portraits in the high desert by this truck stop. And in the middle of that, I was like, hey man, play a song. And this is what he played, and this is what I filmed.
Ready? Starting over. Well, sometimes I can't sleep without a poison drink. Liquid lullabies singing me asleep. When I lay down and I watch the time, it's much past 12. I've got too much on my mind. I've kicked some habits, and Lord, they've kicked back. Through the gaps of time that's in my mind, it's been hard to keep track. There's something in my dreams, next monster I can't fight. Sometimes without a drink, be swinging fists all night. Cause I can't stop, this train won't slow down. Like a broken radio, playing god-awful sounds. My ship is sinking low, with hands around my throat. Pour another one from the bottle, just keep me afloat. Now I looked up to my daddy, that he lived in a shot glass, that he'd stumble around a house, but he could still kick your ass. Said, son, you gotta learn that I'm the worst of role models. Take from me in turn and go chasing them old bottles. He's a better man now, but I can't say the same. Still love to be like him, but here I sit in shame. So I'll lay here and sweat this liquor off my breath, before I come stumbling back to you, just to swear I'm trying my best. Cause I can't stop, this train won't slow down. Like a broken radio, playing god-awful sounds. My ship is sinking low, with hands around my throat. Pour another one from the bottle, just to keep me afloat. I kind of felt uncomfortable the entire time physically, but that's okay. I hope it doesn't come off in my voice. Help. Oh.
I was supposed to initially travel with rail car and Les for all of a day or two, but we ended up traveling together for a week. While in New Mexico, I had to try some green chili, and it was amazing. Everyone recommended it. But we traveled together for about a week, went all the way through New Mexico into Albuquerque, and then went into the mountains of Arizona, the White Junction Apache Reservation and the San Carlos Apache Reservation. We stopped at the very top and hung out for a bit, and it was a blast. Right after that, in Superior, Arizona, we parted ways. Much like we're going to part ways here for this video, stay tuned for the next one where I'm going to be going through Arizona into California, hopping a freight train and hitchhiking a whole bunch. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. If you find this stuff interesting, I do have a Patreon. Donation links in the bio. And thank you for watching. First and foremost. Most importantly, thank you for watching. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making this stuff.